Hi, my name is Faith and I am a Survivor Faithful, and as we all know, season 48 premieres this Wednesday, and I usually don't pay much attention to the cast before the season comes out because I just usually like to watch the episode and see how things play out, but Survivor released some fun graphics for some of the people that are going to be on this season and some of their profiles. So I thought it would be fun to go through and blind react and read some of them. Right off the bat, we have Bianca, 33. My very first AOL screen name was Survivor Freak 815. Honestly, Bianca, I think we all relate. I mean, I have a YouTube channel called Survivor Faithful, so I get it. I'm assuming it's Cedric, age 46. I attended the live finale of Survivor Season 25, Philippines, in Los Angeles, California, back in December 2012. I'm loving seeing the Survivor fans apply to be on the show. Jeff always says, if you're sitting at home watching and you're saying I can do this and apply, love to see it. Next we have Charity, age 34. My middle school gym teacher made me play floor hockey with the boys because I was too rough for the girls. Right off the bat, that makes me think Charity's gonna make it pretty far. She's giving me D vibes right off the bat, so very curious to see how that's gonna play out. Next is Chrissy, age 55. I worked one of the busiest firehouses in Chicago for 15 years. I'm loving to see it. I think just looking and by the sound of it, Chrissy seems like she's gonna be a tough cookie. Here we have David, age 39. I learned to surf in Colorado despite growing up in Southern California. Crazy. I'm assuming it's Eva, age 24. My PhD research is analyzing vibrations in seal whiskers-inspired objects for naval sensory technology applications. Eva, I don't even know what that means. Don't even understand what you're saying. You sound like a genius, so I think you're definitely gonna have the smarts that it takes for the game. Joe, age 45. I can do a killer Michael Jackson full dance routine. I'm getting the idea that Joe's gonna be like the entertainment. He's gonna be a little bit of a jokester, but he could also be the type of person that people underestimate because of it. Justin, age 29. I was the youngest legislative aide ever hired at the Massachusetts State House. I am like very impressed by these fun facts, and it's making me like second guess every fun fact I've ever said. I think it's Camilla, age 31. I still struggle with my left and my right. I have to hold up my hands and make L shapes to know which side is my left. Honestly, no judgment here. No judgment from my side at all. I think that's hilarious. Kevin, age 34. At age 12 and 4'5" tall, I won a junior tennis tournament beating an opponent who was over 6 feet. Very impressive. Kyle, age 31. I once taught GED courses at a juvenile detention center. I love it. I feel like we're getting a good like personal touch here. We're getting a little bit about like his why. I would assume maybe to why he came out here. He likes to be an example. Mary, age 31. Before even reading anything, just her pose and posture in itself just exudes confidence. She says, I use YouTube to MP3 converters for all of my music. Love the honesty. Mitch, age 34. I was a mailman for 2 years, and one time while being chased by a dog, I ran headfirst into a tree and gave myself a concussion. I'm just as clumsy as anybody else, so very curious to see how Mitch is going to do in these challenges. Tried to look up how to say this name. I believe it's pronounced Sayonia, age 30. I lived in Buenos Aires, Argentina for a language immersion program for several months where I helped renovate a local library and had private empanada cooking lessons. That is awesome. I absolutely love that. She is beautiful. Love her smile. I don't know, she might be a favorite for me already off the bat. I think this is pronounced Schwaheen, age 38. At coffee shops where baristas can't pronounce my name, I hope I'm not guilty of this right off the bat, I often just use the name Jeff Probst. Honestly, I love it. Star, love that name. Age 28. I consider myself a connoisseur of movies and television. I'm anticipating a lot of movie and TV quotes out of you this season, Star. Stephanie, age 38, love her hair. I once broke my finger at summer camp playing tetherball alone. I'm loving the confessions of people just admitting, like, I'm clumsy, I hurt myself. We have one guy who just ran into a tree, gave himself a concussion. Stephanie broke her finger playing tetherball by herself. Thomas, age 34. I met Lady Gaga in a workout class in West Hollywood in 2016. She held my hand. That's iconic. Love to see it. Okay, I think that was everybody. I'm already loving the personalities. That was fun for me. Like I said, I've never really paid too much attention of the cast before the season started. Now, if I had to pick 3 people just based off of reading that alone, seeing their faces, my top 3. Let me preface this by saying I am so bad at predicting top 3s before the season begins. I feel like I can sometimes be decent when it's like you're at the final 3 and you have to predict who's gonna win. But when I have to predict without watching anything, I'm horrible at it. So with that being said, I'm gonna be honest, I think I have to pick Charity as a top 3. Just because, like I said earlier, she just gives me D vibes. She just seems like somebody who's gonna be tough, and I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out. Another person who I think is gonna make it to final 3 is gonna be Chrissy. I think that Chrissy reminds me of Mama J on the same season as Dee. It would be insane to see if Charity and Chrissy are in some sort of alliance, but maybe this is me just wanting to see, I think it was Survivor 45 that Dee and Mama J were on. Maybe this is me just wanting to see Survivor 45 recreated because I really enjoyed that season. So I'm picking Charity, Chrissy, and for my 3rd, I feel like I've got to have a guy in there. Although, part of me is kind of getting a feeling it might be all girls. I could be really off there. But for the sake of having a guy, I'm going to pick Kevin. For no reason other than him being 4'5" and competing against somebody who's 6 foot, and it's giving David and Goliath, feeling like he can overcome anything that's in his way. And those are going to be my top 3. And watch those be the first 3 people that get voted out because, like I said, I'm just not very good at picking right off the bat. But I'm so excited for this season to start. I cannot wait. I mentioned this in my last video, but I'm going to be watching every episode and kind of doing a recap, giving my thoughts on what I think so far. So I would love for you guys to like and subscribe, follow along, and let me know who you think is going to be top 3. Let me know who you would pick out of this cast. See ya!